negative log of concentration of H plus ion. Okay. Now I can write like this: minus log of H plus ion is equal to pH. Now log has a base of 10, so 10 to the power of. One more thing I should do. I should get this negative sign here. Now 10 to the power of minus pH will be equal to the concentration of H plus. Okay. So this is from equilibrium chapter, that is from 11th standard. तो आपको ये आना चाहिए that H plus E concentration it is equal to 10 to the power minus pH. ठीक है. चलिए, use this information and then what reduction reaction होगा यहाँ पे, इसको ध्यान रखते हुए write the reaction, then write the Nernst equation and then calculate the potential. Calculate the potential. Okay. चलिए, please start writing. I will give you guys what 4 minutes should be enough. चलिए, 1 more minute guys. Raise your hand if you are stuck. Raise your hand if you are stuck. Okay. No one of you is stuck. Okay, Faiza. Okay, 4 minutes are done. Can all of you please send me whatever you have done on WhatsApp? I want to see how is your approach. For sure, we have not dealt with pH directly, but since I have told you that concentration of H plus kya hoga, so I hope you should be able to do this. Send me whatever you have done till now.
So,
all of you. Yes, Iram?
so that's
आवाज नहीं आ रही. Wait a second.
not.
Iram, wait a second. Wait a second. Yes, Iram, you are saying something.
So I was saying कि what's the value of E naught?
अब बताइए हाइड्रोजन SHE का स्टैंडर्ड हाइड्रोजन इलेक्ट्रोड का E नॉट क्या होता है?
0.
0. इसीलिए तो नहीं दिया मैं. ठीक है. What about others? Tarif, Rabia and Chavez. Can you please send me whatever you have done? Chavez, what about you? Chavez, am I audible? No. Okay, Chavez is not answering. Rabia, what about you?
Yeah, so just give me a minute.
Yeah, please send me whatever you have done. Yes, Chavez, please send me whatever you have done till now for this question on my WhatsApp. Hope you have tried this question. Okay, you have sent me. Okay. Iram, the reaction is not balanced. पहले तो आप ये देखिए. Yes, Iram, is the reaction balanced? नहीं balanced है, ठीक है. But that's another thing. वो हम एक चीज बस हाँ. Yes, Shavis, so please send me now whatever you have done till now. Then you have the concentration of H plus. Concentration of H plus भी सही है. ठीक है. So you just needed to solve this, ना Iram? Iram, that means you are not not confident about log, right? नहीं तो फिर देखिए बिना लॉग के देखिए आपको सब कुछ आ गया लेकिन फिर भी आपको मार्क्स मिलेंगे बताइए आप. ठीक है. तो रादर दैन डूइंग केमिस्ट्री नाउ आप थोड़ा सा टाइम निकाल के लॉग कीजिएगा. ओके. ठीक है. एंड व्हेनेवर यू गेट स्टक ना तो प्लीज लॉग में चलिए ठीक है. तो हैज सेंट नाउ शावेज हैज सेंट. शावेज से स्टार्ट भी नहीं हुआ लगता सवाल. ठीक है. व्हाट अबाउट राबिया? राबिया से स्टार्ट तो हुआ सवाल. ठीक है राबिया आपने सही तो किया है बट द नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन दैट यू हैव टेकन इज रॉन्ग अकॉर्डिंग टू द बैलेंस्ड केमिकल रिएक्शन. सही है? इज दैट राइट? ठीक है.
Yes.
देयर आर थिंग्स that you have to understand इस सवाल से है ना. दिस इज फ्रॉम NCERT itself. अब ये जो दिस H plus is equal to 10 to the power minus pH ये तो आपको इस चैप्टर का है ही नहीं. NCERT and CBSE they think that ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. Now another thing is that what you should know what is the reaction for. You should memorize. It should be in your memory. From memory you should be able to write the reaction of standard hydrogen electrode, right? Because what they are saying, they are just saying hydrogen electrode. Okay. So from your memory, you should be able to write the reaction of standard hydrogen electrode. What is the reaction of standard hydrogen electrode? We have H plus ions. It will be using 1 electron to get converted to half H2 gas. Okay. Or if you write 2 H plus, then you should write 1 H2 gas and 2 electrons. Now both of the reactions are fine, not a problem. If you change the stoichiometry of H plus here, the number of electrons are also going to change. Okay. Now, what is, then you have to know what is the Nernst equation. Chavez, आप बताइएगा what is Nernst equation? Chavez. Okay. Chavez, are you not able to turn the mic on? What happened? I need to hear your voice now. Yes, Chavez.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes, please tell me what is the Nernst equation?
Sir?
What is the Nernst equation?
Can you hear me?
Sorry? Can you hear me, Chavez?
Yes, sir. I'm able to.
I'm asking what is the Nernst equation?
So E electrode potential is equal to E naught minus 0.059
Yes, my bad.
divided by number of electrons.
What is the number of electrons?
Number 1.
1 into
Product by reactants.
log of, right?
Products by
What is the product? What is the product?
hydrogen gas, H2.
H2 gas, and H2 gas, it has a pressure of 1 atm. When we have H2 gas, क्या लेंगे? Pressure of H2 gas to the power half, right? Then we have divided by the concentration of H plus. ठीक है? इतना हो गया? Now, concentration of H plus will be equal to 10 to the power minus 10. The pressure of H2 gas will be equal to 1 atm. And E naught will be equal to 0 because it is standard hydrogen electrode. इसका E naught कितना होता है? 0. So, right? 0 minus, it will be minus 0.051, sorry, 0.059 into log of 1 to the power of anything will be equal to 1 divided by H plus the concentration 10 to the power minus 10. Please let me know if you get stuck anywhere. कहीं आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा, please बताइए. Here you are going to write minus 0.059 into log of 10 to the power minus 10. Minus 10 will go above, it will become what? 10 to the power 10. सही है? Now, minus 0.059 into ये 10 क्या होगा? नीचे आ जाएगा. It will become 10 into log 10. And log 10 is equal to 1. So this will be equal to minus 0.59 volts. All of you understood this? Yes or no? Please tell me. ये कैलकुलेशन समझ में आया नहीं आया? बताएं.
Yes, sir.
What about others? ये आपको समझ में आया?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah. How many of you understood this? That this will be equal to 1. All of you understood now? 1 to the power of anything will be equal to 1. Pressure of H2 की जगह हम 1 लगते हैं, 1 की power half रखते हैं, तो this is also equal to 1. Rabia, what about you? समझ में आया आपको?
Yes, sir.
Now, taking, आप देखिए Rabia, एक थोड़ा सा आप ये कीजिएगा. The reaction that you wrote, Rabia, was 2H plus, and it should be 2 electron. You have written 2 electron, giving you hydrogen gas. This is very true. Now, for this, I can write E will be equal to E naught minus 0.059 upon 2 into log of, again, 1 upon, now H plus का square हो जाएगा. Concentration of H plus squared. Now, what will be concentration of H plus squared? It will be equal to 10 to the power of minus 10 whole square. Now, for this, the log value will be equal to what? Log into 1 upon 10 to the power minus 20. Okay? Now, minus 20 will go above. It will become 10 to the log of 10 to the power 20. This will become 20 into log 10. ठीक है? अब इसको log 10 क्या हो जाएगा? 1 हो जाएगा. So, I can write this will be equal to 0.059 divided by 2 into 20. And 2 10s are 20. This will be equal to, sorry, minus sign will be here. Minus 0.059. Can you see that whatever reaction you're writing, if the reaction is balanced, it doesn't matter the number of electron is 2 or if the number of electron is 1. The reaction takes care of all the calculation. Can you see that, Iram and Rabia, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Rabia. ठीक है. So जो आपने equation लिखा था उसके, if that is balanced, right, the number of electrons is correct, है ना, और आपने वहाँ पे stoichiometry सही लिखी है, तब भी आपका सही आंसर आएगा. But can you see that the complete thing कहाँ से अलग है? From here itself, the solution is completely different. यहाँ पे reaction ही अलग है, तो Nernst equation अलग बना है, right? But both of them are giving you the correct answer, the same answer. ठीक है? चलिए, please write this down. अब आपकी मर्जी है ना, लिख लीजिए and let me know once you're done. अब बोलिएगा सर दिखाइए, I will tell that. दिखा दिए आपको एक बार हम. जो लोग तेज होते हैं वो लोग लिख भी लिए होंगे, है ना? लड़कियां जल्दी जल्दी लिखती हैं. Please let me know once you're done, guys. अच्छा, नहीं लिखा था क्या किसने? हाँ, तो अपने खुद से सॉल्व करके लिखिए अब. Let me know once you're done. Okay. All of you done? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Done.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, चलिए. Moving on. As you saw in this case, शावेज आपने लिख लिया?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay, okay. As you saw right now, the E was equal to what? Minus 0.59 volts. That means this cell will not work on its own. It is a non-spontaneous reaction is happening here. है ना? And whenever you have a non-spontaneous reaction, in that case, what? अच्छा, अगर ये reaction होना है at 10 pH, if you want this reaction to happen, H plus 1 electron is going to give you half H2. Then for this reaction to happen, you have to provide some electricity. You have to give some electricity. See? Now, again, what you're doing here, you're giving electricity for the reaction to happen. Okay. Now, what is happening? Electrical energy is going to change and it is going to convert into chemical energy. So, क्या बोलेंगे? We are using electrical energy and it is going to change into chemical energy. Okay. And whenever there is a transformation of energy. Yes, Travis, tell me.
Sir, how is it non-spontaneous?
How is it non-spontaneous? What is delta G equal to? Tell me. Delta G will be equal to minus of NFE. सही है?
Yes.
N will be a positive number. ठीक है? F will also be a positive number. And E की value क्या है यहाँ पे? Negative है. Right? Number of electrons can never be negative. Faraday's constant is 96500. It is a positive constant. What is the value of E? E is negative. So delta G will be positive. And if delta G is positive, the reaction is
Non-spontaneous.
non-spontaneous. ठीक है? That is why we need to give electricity for this reaction to happen. And whenever there is a cell which is used to convert electrical energy to chemical energy, that cell is known as electrolytic cell. Please write now. Electrolytic cell. Now, please write. The cell in which non-spontaneous redox reaction occurs due to which electrical energy is converted to chemical energy. Right, next. The process of decomposition of compounds. Process of decomposition of compounds into ions by the passing of electric current in molten or aqueous state is called electrolysis. Is everyone done? Let us look at the process of electrolysis. What happens actually? All of you done now? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir, done.
Sir, just a second.
Please see. Sorry. Yes, Chavez.
Sir, I'm ready.
You're writing. जल्दी लिखिए. अच्छा, एक चीज आप लोग को हम प्लीज बता रहे हैं. Try to incorporate that when you are writing the notes. Please read at least one line. ठीक है? ऐसा नहीं कि आप दो वर्ड के लिए ऊपर देख रहे हैं. ठीक है? So you'll write the process of decomposition of compounds into ions by the passing of electrolytic current in molten or aqueous state is called electrolysis. So you will raise your head up to look at the screen after each line. Or better way is that जितना उसको आप बढ़ाना चाहिए ना. For example, you start with one line, then after 2-3 class आप एक लाइन एकदम इसको उसूल बना ले. It's not only that you are going to learn chemistry here. आपको यहाँ पे बहुत सारी चीजें सीखनी है ना. Notes कैसे बनाना है. So this is how you are going to make notes. If you are writing the note like this, then you're looking at process of decomposition of compounds into लिखा आपने, फिर ions लिखा आपने. Then that's not going to make any sense to you. नहीं, आपको दिमाग को कुछ समझ में आ रहा होगा. आप word by word जब पढ़ेंगे. Now, if you go in some flow, the process of decomposition of compounds, इतना आप नहीं, ठीक है? This make one sense, right? यहाँ तक आपने पढ़ा. The process of decomposition of compounds into ions by the passing of electric current. यहाँ तक आपने पढ़ा. In molten or aqueous state is called electrolysis. So it should take how many parts? 1 part, 2 part, 3 part, and 4 part में आपके पास हो गया. And this is our main lines. 1, 2, 3, and almost 4 lines. ठीक है? So please try to make notes in this manner. ठीक है? आज से आप लोग incorporate करेंगे this thing. Yes or no? Please tell me all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. ठीक है? उस तरह से आप लोग को याद भी रहेंगी चीजें, समझ में कि लिख क्या रहे हैं, है ना? सिर्फ नोट्स में ऐसे अगर सिर्फ नोट्स बनाना रहता तो फिर आप लोग को बनाने ही नहीं बोलते ना. आप लोग को हम लोग एक्सपोर्ट कर देते हैं यहाँ से नोट्स, है ना? टाइप करके, लिख करके, है ना? ये तो लिख ही रहे हैं हम, ये भेज देते हैं आप लोगों को. अगर सिर्फ छापना मकसद होता तो ठीक है. तो छापना मकसद नहीं है, समझना मकसद है. और अभी आपको बहुत सारी चीजें याद हो जाए, ये मकसद है. ठीक है? चलिए, नाउ मूविंग ऑन. नाउ प्लीज डोंट राइट एंड लुक एट दिस पिक्चर. दिस इज नथिंग. ठीक है? ये बुक का है, तो बुक में कुछ ये बना हुआ था. आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज दिस. इट इज देयर इन ऑल द पिक्चर्स. Here we have a battery. Why do we need a battery, sir? पहले तो voltmeter लगता था. Battery, we need a battery because we are having a non-spontaneous reaction and we need some electrical current in order to get some chemical reaction. Now, important thing is that in our solution we should have two things. We should have cations and we will have anions. We will have cations and we will have anions. Now, the cation will go towards the negative side. जो नेगेटिव साइड ऑफ द बैटरी होगी ना, तो यहाँ पे जो आपके पास पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव साइड आ रहा है, दैट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम व्हाट? दैट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द बैटरी इटसेल्फ. The positive end of battery is positive. Negative end से जो भी इलेक्ट्रोड कनेक्टेड होगा, that will be a negative electrode. the positive end will go towards negative. Why it is going towards negative, sir? It is going towards negative because it is attracted by the opposite charge. Negative is opposite of positive, that is why it is attracted. Similarly, the anions, they will be moving towards the positively charged. So positive charge क्या होता है sir? Positive charge is going to be whatever the positive side of the battery is. अब रही बात आपके पास anode और cathode की. Now the anode and cathode are still the same. Anode is something where what happens? Oxidation happens. And cathode is something where what happens? Reduction happens. ठीक है. Now यहाँ से anion जो जाके ना, anion will move there towards the positive side and it will get converted into its elemental form. किसमें convert हो जाएगा? Elemental form में. Now when it will be getting converted to elemental form, the oxidation state will become 0. तो negative से 0 तो क्या हुआ? Increase हुआ. And positive से reduction में क्या होगा? Generally it will get converted to its elemental phase and it will be a solid. यहाँ पे भी आपके पास oxidation state क्या हो जाएगा? When it will get converted, when the reaction happens at cathode, it will be reduction reaction और ये क्या हो जाएगा? Zero state में. So it is also what? Reduction of the oxidation state. The anode reaction and the cathode reaction ये तो हम लोग बाद में पढ़ेंगे for different types of solutions and different types of electrolytes. But first make this particular diagram. इसमें से आपको बस ये समझना है that cations move towards the negative side, anions move towards the positive side of the electrode. कुछ पॉइंट्स लिख लीजिएगा आप इस तरह से. Please write first point. When electrolytes are dissolved, in water, or if they are in molten state, or if they are in molten state, they split into ions. Next point लिखिएगा. On passing current, the ions are attracted towards opposite charged electrode. Next लिखिएगा anions are attracted, or rather ऐसे लिख लीजिए to make it short. Anions reach anode and get neutralized. That is oxidized, है ना? Next लिखिए cation reach cathode and get neutralized. That is क्या हो गया? Reduced. Okay. एक और लाइन लिख लीजिए आप लोग इसमें. Movement of cation and anion. Movement of cation and anion is called electrolytic conductance, and the change is known as प्राइमरी चेंज. ठीक है. जो एनायन का ऑक्सीडेशन और कैटायन का रिडक्शन हो रहा है, दैट इज primary change. point लिख लीजिए for an electrolytic cell नॉन स्पॉन्टेनियस रिएक्शन होता है, दैट इज व्हाई E क्या होता है, E is negative and delta G is equal to positive. EMF of the cell is negative and delta G is positive.
Sir, can you scroll up? Sir,
Yes, tell me, Chavez.
can you scroll up?
So, scroll up. Okay. Please let me know once. Raise your hand once you're done. I think you can use, if you're on laptop, you can use Alt Y to raise your hand. Alt Y, Control Y. भूल गए हम. There was some shortcut, I don't know. Okay, so waiting for, as I done. Chavez is just waiting for you now. आपको स्पीड बढ़ानी पड़ेगी शावेज. कौन से पॉइंट में शावेज आप?
Yes, sir, last one.
लास्ट वन. ओके, ठीक है. थोड़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी आपको, ज्यादा मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ेगी. Is everyone done? Yes or no? Please tell me. Shaviz, just let me know once you're done. ठीक है. Tarif, you can lower your hand. Shaviz, आप बस बता दीजिए. Done?
Yes, yes.
No. Please see. Next topic is going to be the qualitative analysis of electrolysis. Qualitative analysis मतलब what are the products of electrolysis? दो topics. I mean, you can write it either qualitative analysis or you can write products of electrolysis. Now, how to determine, इसमें हम लोग क्या समझेंगे? How to determine the products of electrolysis. ठीक है, लिखिएगा मत कुछ भी. समझ लीजिए पहले. Now you will say, sir, it is very easy. For example, let us take NaCl, and when we have NaCl or NaCl का अगर electrolysis करेंगे तो we'll have Na positive. Na positive will take one electron and it will get reduced and it will become sodium solid. और जहाँ तक बात रही Cl negative की, so I can have Cl negative और and I will give, it is going to give you Cl2 gas. क्लोरीन का elemental form क्या होगा? क्लोरीन गैस होगा. क्लोरीन गैस के साथ साथ इसको क्या मिलेगा? हाफ क्लोरीन गैस इन ऑर्डर टू बैलेंस इट प्लस 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो चार्ज भी बैलेंस है यहाँ पे, देख लीजिए सर आप, एंड यहाँ पे भी चार्ज बैलेंस है. सो दीज आर द प्रोडक्ट्स. एक में आपको सोडियम मिल जाएगा और दूसरे में आपको क्या मिल जाएगा? क्लोरीन गैस मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. वट एवर इज दी कटायन, आप उसको आइडेंटिफाई कर लीजिए सर. जो एनायन है उसको आइडेंटिफाई कर लीजिए. कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे? आपको बोला जाएगा किसकी इलेक्ट्रोलाइसिस करनी है, राइट? सो इफ दे आर आस्किंग यू टू इलेक्ट्रोलाइज NaCl, तब आप क्या कहेंगे कि Na positive and electron is going to give you sodium, Cl negative and chlorine. Cl negative is going to give you chlorine gas. We'll say okay, fine, everything is fine till here. But what if we are taking NaCl का, NaCl को डालेंगे किसमें? NaCl को डालेंगे पानी में, right? Where we will add, where we are going to add NaCl, we are going to add NaCl in water. अब water को जब आप डालेंगे तो अब NaCl भी है, Na प्लस भी है, Cl नेगेटिव भी है. वाटर में आपके पास H प्लस भी रहेगा और OH नेगेटिव भी रहेगा. I have H प्लस एंड OH नेगेटिव, both of them. अब यहाँ पे देखिए अब कंपटीशन हो जाएगी. जहां तक रही बात रिडक्शन की, so towards the cathode Na plus will also run towards the cathode and H positive will run towards the cathode, और इसमें से जिसका भी रिडक्शन पोटेंशियल ज्यादा होगा that is going to get reduced. Cl negative and OH negative both will run towards the anode, और यहाँ पे जिसका भी ऑक्सीडेशन पोटेंशियल ज्यादा होगा that is going to get oxidized. ये कंसेप्ट आप लोगों को समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? When we have more than one anion or cations, then competition हो जाएगी. ये बात आपको समझ में आई? All of you, so please tell me. If you have more than one cation and an anion, then there will be competition. Which one of them is going to get reduced and which one of them is going to get oxidized? Yes, Iram, Rabia, Tarif, Shavez, tell me. Faiza, all of you understood this point?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. इसी बात को समझना है कि कहाँ पे कौन सा रिएक्शन होने वाला है. So please write qualitative analysis of electrolysis. Topic is qualitative analysis of electrolysis, or you can write another topic, same चीज है, products of electrolysis. Products of electrolysis. ठीक है. Please write the criteria for formation of product. The criteria for the formation of product. शावेज, आपको ऊपर वाला पॉइंट समझ में आया नहीं आया? ये शावेज आया ना? ठीक है. प्रोडक्ट ड्यूरिंग इलेक्ट्रोलाइसिस depends on the following. Number one, nature of electrolyte. Nature of electrolyte. Second, electrolyte आपके पास है कौन सा, है ना? H plus, अगर if H plus is going to get reduced, then the product will be hydrogen gas. If sodium is going to get reduced, then the product is going to be sodium solid. Now, moving on, mode of electrolyte. Mode of electrolyte का मतलब either it is going to be aqueous or molten. If we are going to take molten NaCl, तो वहां पे तो सिर्फ सोडियम है और क्लोराइड है only. There will be no competition. एक कटायन है और एक एनायन है. But if it is aqueous NaCl, then वहां पे दो कटायन है, Na plus भी है, H plus भी है, और दो एनायन है, OH negative भी है and Cl negative भी है. Third is the nature of electrode. Nature of electrode. Electrodes दो किस्म के होते हैं. One are inert electrode. Inert का मतलब they are not going to take part in reaction. Or it can be active electrode also. When you have active electrode, then there will be some reaction because of the electrode itself. Fourth में लिखिए आप concentration of solution. Basically, जब concentration of solution is very low, then what is going to happen? वहां पे water की electrolysis हो जाती है, ठीक है? Done, everyone? Right, next, remarks. Write the first point. If solution contains only one cation, if solution contains only one cation or anion, then the formation of product, then the formation of product can be easily predicted. Next, लिखिएगा. If the solution contains more than one anion, then the anion with higher oxidation potential, and also एक और चीज जो बहुत ही ज्यादा important, and smaller size, because when ions are moving towards the anode, तो वहां पे जो छोटा होगा वो बहुत जल्दी मूव कर सकता है, right? So even though reaction के time में, in the process of reaction happening, there is a bigger anion which requires lesser energy. लेकिन अगर छोटा वाला anion जल्दी पहुंच जाएगा, बड़ा वाला anion पहुंच ही नहीं पा रहा है, तो वहां पे छोटे वाले का क्या हो जाएगा? ऑक्सीडेशन हो जाएगा, ठीक है? तो both are important. If we have comparable sizes, then we will look at higher oxidation potential. But if the size is only different, size ही अगर अलग हो जाएंगे और बहुत difference हो जाएगा size में, then what we are going to see? We are going to see. Sorry. What did you say? हमको समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या बोल रहे हैं आप?
Can you repeat one more time?
अच्छा. I am saying, if there is a difference in size, na, let us suppose there is a bigger anion यहाँ पे and there is a smaller anion. Both of them are going towards the anode. Which will get faster there, A or B? कौन जल्दी पहुंचेगा?
Smaller.
Smaller one will reach fast. Smaller one अगर पहले पहुंच जाएगा, so इसी का हो जाएगा ना oxidation, right?
Yes.
ठीक है, तो ये कहना चाहेगा सब. Now, ठीक है, so I'll write with higher OP and smaller size, higher oxidation potential and smaller size gets preferred at anode. Gets preferred at anode. That means anode पे वही पहुंचेंगे और उन्हीं का reaction होगा. Similarly, if the solution contains more than one cation, then the solution, then the cation with higher reduction potential And now when we talk about cation का size, ना cation का size बहुत ज्यादा वेरी नहीं करता, because when we are adding electron तो उससे size बड़ा हो जाता है, that is why इसमें फर्क भी ज्यादा पड़ता है. So whenever you are looking for the size of cation, तो उतना ज्यादा मैटर नहीं करेगा. Size of cation के केस में कौन ज्यादा मैटर करेगा? Higher reduction potential. anion के केस में size ज्यादा मैटर करता है. ठीक है, cation with high reduction potential लिख लीजिए इसमें, but smaller size is not a dominant factor here, and smaller size gets preferred at cathode. Gets preferred at cathode. Let me know once you're done writing. Then we will look at the first electrode. Shavi is done.
Yes, sir.
Right here. Number 1. Molten NaCl with platinum electrode. Molten NaCl with platinum electrode. Okay. Now write first point here. As we have seen platinum in the previous cases also, na hydrogen electrode may be platinum tha, and that was an inert electrode, right? Platinum is inert. It won't take part in electrolysis. It won't take part in electrolysis. ठीक है, सबसे पहली बात थी. Now NaCl solid नहीं, sorry, molten है यहाँ पे. NaCl molten is going to split into Na positive and Cl negative, right? Now tell me guys, do we have any other species here? Molten NaCl में हमने NaCl लिया, NaCl को melt कर दिया. So will we have any other species? Water तो नहीं है ना यहाँ पे. Yes or no, please tell me. Is there water or no water? No water, right? यहाँ पे पानी नहीं है. Molten NaCl. Molten मतलब NaCl लिया and we heated it so much that it got melted. Now that is why at cathode में क्या होगा? Cation जाएगा. Cation कौन है यहाँ पे? Na positive. It will take what? It will take how many electrons? 1 electron, and get converted to sodium solid. Second, at anode, what will happen? Cl negative is going to give you Cl2 gas. इसका elemental form, जो भी इसका elemental form होगा ना, उसमें ये convert होगा. ठीक है, please remember this. आप बोलिएगा सर Cl का elemental form तो Cl होगा. हम बोलेंगे नहीं, Cl का elemental form होगा Cl2. Elemental form means this element is found in what shape, size, matter in the universe. If I talk about chlorine, chlorine कैसे मिलता है हमारे पास universe में? We get chlorine in universe in the form of Cl2. Sodium कैसे मिलता है? Sodium solid. Hydrogen कैसे मिलता है? Hydrogen gas. O2 कैसे, oxygen कैसे मिलता है? O2 gas. Nitrogen कैसे मिलता है? Nitrogen gas. ठीक है. Bromine कैसे मिलता है? Bromine water. Mercury कैसे मिलता है? Mercury liquid. ठीक है. So elemental phase का मतलब क्या हुआ? Universe में किस तरह से मिलता है हमको chlorine? So chlorine we get in the form of Cl2. So in order to balance, I will write half here and plus an electron. Okay, so I will write products. क्या product है? Sodium solid at cathode and Cl2 gas at anode. All of you understood this? Yes or no? Please tell me. समझ में आया सबको? आया ना? जल्दी बताएं.
Yes.
जल्दी लिखिए.
So, sir, these elements will get in elemental phase.
हाँ, जिसका भी ऑक्सीडेशन या रिडक्शन होगा ना, जिसका whatever is going to get in the anode and cathode, all of them are going to get converted to their elemental phase. ठीक है? Let me know once you're done. लिखिए सबने, yes or no, please tell me. Shav is done.
Yes.
ठीक है, नेक्स्ट लिखिए. Aqueous NaCl solution with platinum electrode. ठीक है, इस केस में platinum electrode है, so that is why what we are going to say, we are going to say platinum is not going to take part in reaction. But now here we have two species. Because of aqueous we have water, and because of NaCl we have Na plus and Cl negative, right? So NaCl will get converted to, sorry, Na plus and Cl negative. ठीक है, Na plus and Cl negative. Now अब उसके बाद हमारे पास क्या है, दूसरा है water, and another species that we have is water. Now there are two possibilities at cathode. Please write possible reaction at cathode. Cathode में क्या होता है, reduction होता है. So what can happen? Either sodium positive will get electrons and get converted to sodium solid. ये एक reaction हो सकता है. दूसरा reaction क्या हो सकता है? You can have water, H2O can eat up electrons. ये याद रखिएगा हमेशा, cathode में reduction में आपको मिलेगा H2 gas, and you are going to get hydroxide ions, and there will be, I think, 2 OH negative होंगे यहाँ पे, या 2 OH negative. Okay, if you want to balance this will be 2 H2O. Okay, so these are the reactions that can happen at cathode. अच्छा, अब यहाँ पे देखिए what is the electrode potential for both of them. दोनों की SRP देखनी पड़ेगी. So E naught for this reaction is equal to minus of 1.23 volts. ठीक है, negative होगा, and E naught for this is also going to be negative, but it is going to be minus 0.83 volts. Sorry, my bad. Na positive का इतना नहीं होगा. Na positive का इतना याद रख लीजिए. इसका sodium is what? Sodium is a metal. It has a tendency to lose electron. लेकिन ये क्या कर रहा है, gain electron कर रहा है. So E naught will be negative this side. ठीक है, और यहाँ पे it will be approx to 0. It will be approx what? It will be approx 0 volts. ठीक है, because hydrogen gas बन रहा है, so we can say that it is some type of reduction of H plus ions. ठीक है, H plus ions का reduction हो रहा है, but यहाँ पे OH negative, that is why there is 0.83 वगैरह, या फिर 0.8 या फिर 0.79 ऐसा कुछ होता है. But ये मान लीजिए it is very near to 0. ठीक है, it is very near to 0. In this case, which is larger, you will write here. As you can see, this reaction, it is having what? It is having nearly 0. तो negative से तो ये क्या है, बड़ा ही है. That is why what reaction will get preferred? The reaction of H2O will get preferred. Please write H2O will be preferred at cathode. H2O will be preferred at cathode as it has higher SRP. ठीक है, so the reaction at cathode is going to be what? The reaction at cathode is going to be 2H2O. यहाँ पे टिक कर लीजिए इसको. This reaction is going to happen at cathode. Product क्या हो जाएगा? Product at cathode is going to be H2 gas. ठीक है, so H2 gas is going to be liberated at what? At the cathode. Right, next, possible reaction at anode. पॉसिबल रिएक्शन एट एनोड। एनोड में आपके पास या तो Cl नेगेटिव can give you half Cl2 gas and an electron, or we can have H2O oxidation। एनोड में क्या होता है? ऑक्सीडेशन, एंड व्हेन ऑक्सीडेशन occurs तो वहां पे ऑक्सीजन गैस प्रोड्यूस होता है, ठीक है। O2 will be produced, plus you will get 4H plus ions, 2H2O will be there, and you will get 2 electrons। Two electrons नहीं, 4 electrons होगा to balance this, no? Yeah, 4 electrons you will get, ठीक है, 4H plus and 4 electrons। Now Cl negative, अच्छा, can you tell me what is the oxidation of this reaction? I think this is equal to E naught is equal to minus 1.36, and इसका E naught होता है minus 1.23। Now which is greater here, tell me? बताइए
-1.8।
फिर हम थोड़ा जोर से, which is greater, कौन सा बड़ा वैल्यू है? -1.36 या
-1.23।
ठीक है, तो कौन सा होना चाहिए? वाटर वाला, राइट? But what happens here, as I said, in the case of anodes, what matters? The size matters यहाँ पे। Now water is what? 3 atoms. That is why it reaches slowly. Cl negative is only 1 atom. That is why it reaches quickly towards the anode, and that is why what happens, and that is why chlorine is going to reach at anode, not water। And if we want water to reach at the anode, उसमें हमको potential और देना पड़ता है, ठीक है, greater than -1.23, because water has 3 atoms and its size is bulky and it has difficulty in moving as compared to chlorine gas, as compared to Cl minus। That is why we need extra voltage in order to just call the water molecule towards the anode, है ना। So anode cannot attract the water molecule। एक reason इसका और क्या है? एक reason है water is not charged, water is neutral। That is why what happens, उसका movement slow होता है। तीसरा reason क्या है? It is also larger in size। Due to these reasons we need to put more extra voltage, ठीक है, we need to put extra voltage to get H2O oxidized at anode, and this extra voltage is also known as over voltage, ठीक है। So please write here a few points regarding this। The formation of O2 in anode is slow, ठीक है। And those who have done thermodynamics with me, they will understand spontaneous का मतलब जल्दी नहीं होता है, spontaneous का मतलब होता है अपने आप होना, ठीक है। So slowness and fastness is not related to spontaneity। thermodynamics में कभी भी आपने slow और fast नहीं पढ़ा होगा। You always read about spontaneous and non-spontaneous, ठीक है। Slow और fast जो है आप 12th standard में kinetics में पढ़ने जा रहे हैं, chemical kinetics में, है ना। So please understand, when we write slow तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि it is what it is non-spontaneous, इसका मतलब ये धीरे धीरे हो रहा है, okay। The formation of O2 in anode is slow, and this slowness leads to the need of greater potential than E naught। This extra potential required is called over voltage, and hence Cl negative is preferred। Cl negative is preferred at anode, and Cl2 gas is formed, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट्स क्या हो गए? H2 gas at anode, Cl2 gas at, oops, sorry, my bad, H2 gas at cathode, and Cl2 gas at anode. Then all of you, yes or no, please tell me.
Yes.
Right, next. Aqueous H2SO4 with platinum electrode.
Second, yes, sir.
शावेज आप बताइएगा जल्दी. Those who have not completed, they will be answering quickly. ठीक है, उनको जल्दी आंसर करना चाहिए कि सर हुआ है नहीं हुआ.
Yes.
Okay. Right, next. Aqueous H2SO4 with platinum electrode. This will be third, right? With not at with platinum electrode. ठीक है. Now, there are two reactions that can happen. Please write possible reaction at. We have two species. Species कौन-कौन से हमारे पास? You have H2SO4, which will get converted to H plus and SO4, 2 negative. Then we have water. ठीक है. तो water तो उतना आयनाइज नहीं होता है. But please write, first of all, reaction at, possible reactions at cathode. ठीक है. कैथोड में पॉसिबल रिएक्शन कौन कौन से हो सकते हैं? We can have H plus ions which will eat up electrons and it is going to give you half H2 gas. ठीक है. दूसरा क्या हो सकता है? वाटर ले लेंगे हम. Water plus 2 electrons is going to give me H2 gas plus OH negative ions, right? And I think there will be 2 here and there will be 2 here. Now, no matter whether H plus is getting reduced or H2O is getting reduced, both of them are giving me what? Hydrogen gas. Yes or no, please tell me. सही है? Yes or no, please tell me, guys.
Yes, you are right.
Yes, you are right. Yes sir बोलिए काफी है. Okay, yes sir बोल दीजिए काफी है. समझ में आया ना आप लोगों को? ये हम पूछना चाह रहे हैं. No matter whether the H plus is getting reduced or the water is getting reduced, our product is going to be hydrogen gas. That is why we don't have to worry कि कौन सा ज्यादा SRP है, किसका less SRP. We'll just write product. In this case, it is going to be what? H2 gas. Next, let us look at the possible reactions at anode. Now, अब anode में हमारे पास दो species हैं. We have water and we have SO4 2 negative. ठीक है. Water है आपके पास और SO4 2 negative. तो थोड़ा सा ध्यान दीजिएगा. When you have a water भी बड़ा है और SO4 2 negative भी बड़ा है. ठीक है. दोनों क्या है? दोनों ही बड़े. So what happens when you have dilute solutions? तो dilute solution में क्या होगा? SO4 2 negative will not be in high amount. वो बहुत ही कम amount में होगा. That is why water will take preference and this reaction will happen. Water will get converted to O2 gas plus it is going to give you 4 electron and 4 H positive. And we are going to use how many water molecules? I think 2 water molecules. ठीक है. अब जब concentrated होगा, so in concentrated solution, what will be there? H2SO4 concentration will be very high. SO4 2 negative will be abundant and they can easily reach the anode. That is why this reaction is going to happen. SO4 2 negative, it is going to give you S2O8 2 negative plus 2 electron, and this will further convert itself to H2S2O8. इसको बोलते हैं पर ऑक्सो डाइसल्फ्यूरिक एसिड। पर ऑक्सो डाइसल्फ्यूरिक acid. ठीक है, so in dilute condition what is the product? O2 is my product, and at concentrated solution peroxo disulfuric acid is my product. ठीक है, so please write this down. दो cases हैं, cathode में you don't have to worry, both of them are going to give you H2 gas, but in the anode there are two conditions, dilute है और concentrated. Dilute में water is going to get oxidized, and concentrated में SO4 2 negative is going to get oxidized. Write this down, let me know once you are done. Let me know once you're done, guys.
Yes, sir.
Shavis, लिख लिया आपने? Completed?
Yes. Here, how did you get H2O8 to raised to 2 minus?
NHO2. क्या? Sorry.
SO4 2 minus. Like, how did you get this product?
Oh, that is a reaction. I mean,
Yes.
it is the same thing if you ask me, sir, N2 plus H2 से आपको NH3 कैसे मिला? What will we say, Shavis? Why did we get NH3 here? Yes, Shavis.
Outermost electron.
अरे इलेक्ट्रॉन कुछ नहीं, दिस इज अ रिएक्शन, ठीक है? सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द प्रोडक्ट ना. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर आप इफ यू हैव CH4 एंड यू रिएक्ट विद ऑक्सीजन, तो आपको क्या मिलेगा? यू विल गेट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स. ठीक है, सिमिलरली हियर यू आर गेटिंग S2O8 2 नेगेटिव. अच्छा, अगर आपको लग रहा है ना कि सर यहाँ पे ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है, सो प्लीज सी, when we have S2O8 and 2 negative, then in this case we are going to have SOOS type of bond, and then you are going to have double bond O like this. There will be O negative here, double bond O like this. There will be O negative, एक O negative होगा, और I think there will be double bond O and one more double bond over here. ठीक है, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now in this case, if you get the oxidation state of sulfur, तो यहाँ पे सल्फर का ऑक्सीजन के साथ एक बॉन्ड, दो बॉन्ड, तीन बॉन्ड, चार बॉन्ड, पांच बॉन्ड, and here what do we have? 6 bond. And here we have a negative charge, right? Here what do we have? A negative charge. So what will be the oxidation state of sulfur here? Tell me. Oxygen is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tell me the oxidation state of sulfur here. Tell me in chat ना, आवाज आपकी नहीं आ रही. If I talk about this entity, ठीक है, इतने entity की अगर हम बात करें, then this entity is having how much? 6 bond. तो यहाँ की वजह से +6 हो जाएगा, and here we have a negative sign, right? So +6 - 1 which will be equal to +5. और यहाँ पे भी इसका ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट क्या हो जाएगा? +5 होगा, ठीक है? That is why. And यहाँ पे क्या ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट है? If you calculate ऑक्सीजन का 4 and 2 negative, it is +6 here. So +6 से +5, it is what? Wait a second. This is reduction happening here. SO4 2 negative plus 2 electron, it is going to give you. Here we have +5. 2 moles of SO4 2 negative ले लेते हैं हम लोग. 2 moles of SO4 2 negative and H2O8, it is going to give you peroxide disulfuric acid. Whose oxidation state is changing here? Okay, we can see oxygen का यहाँ पे change हो रहा है. All the oxygen atoms are here -2, but these oxygen atoms are -1, and this oxygen atom is also -1 here. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आप ये देख रहे हैं that this is getting -1 and -1. तो यहाँ पे इनका क्या हो जा रहा है? इनका ऑक्सीडेशन होता है -2 से -1. Oxygen atoms are getting oxidized here, not sulfur atom. Sulfur का same ही हो रहा है, ठीक है. Now, next please write aqueous CuSO4. This is what third था, ये fourth हो जाएगा. With platinum electrode. Okay, so please write first of all. What are the species here? Tell me. बताइए क्या क्या species है हमारे पास? Tell me guys, what are the species in aqueous? Cu2 plus, SO4 2 negative, and water. ठीक है? So we'll write possible reactions at cathode. What are the possible reactions at cathode? Tell me. Cathode में possible reactions कौन कौन से हैं? Cathode में possible reactions कौन कौन से हैं बताइए? अरे बोलिए भाई. अरे जो कटायन है ना, कटायन कौन सा है यहाँ पे? कॉपर Cu2 plus 2 electron copper solid. ये एक reaction हो सकता है. Another reaction that can happen is water molecule will take 2 electrons and क्या बनेगा बताइए? कैथोड में हाइड्रोजन बनेगा, ऑक्सीजन बनेगा? हाइड्रोजन गैस प्लस OH negatives. How many OH negative? ये हम भूल गए. कितना OH negative था? Two OH negative. 2 OH negative. हाइड्रोजन गैस की जगह H2O लिख दिया हमने, यहाँ पे G आएगा. ठीक है, ये बताइए कौन सा होगा? फर्स्ट रिएक्शन और सेकंड रिएक्शन बताइए. इसका बता दे रहे हैं आपका फर्स्ट रिएक्शन. Who told this answer? Iram?
Yes.
Why first reaction? Tell me.
Because the product formed are less.
Because product formed are less. तो ये कहाँ का क्राइटेरिया है? देखिए इसका ई नॉट है अप्रोक्सीमेटली 0, ठीक है। व्हाट इज द ई नॉट ऑफ दिस रिएक्शन, टेल मी। इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सीरीज में जाइए, छापा एलिमेंट है ये कॉपर, यस और नो? कॉपर इज अ छापा एलिमेंट, राइट? यस और नो, ऑल ऑफ यू टेल मी।
Yes.
इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सीरीज में
Yes, sir.
ये क्या है? छापा एलिमेंट है। छापा एलिमेंट्स का एसआरपी क्या होता है? व्हाट इज द एसआरपी ऑफ छापा
Positive.
एलिमेंट्स? पॉजिटिव। तो
Yes,
कौन
sir.
बड़ा है? कौन बड़ा है? Which is larger? Whose SRP is higher? SRP of copper is higher. That is why what is going to happen? SRP will be formed. And you will write, ऐसे लिख लीजिएगा आप, SRP of copper is greater than SRP of H2O, than SRP of H2O. Therefore, copper will be, therefore, copper will be formed at cathode. ठीक है ना? रही बात एनोड की, प्लीज राइट at anode H2O will be, at anode H2O will be oxidized as SO4 2 negative is very large, है ना? ठीक है, इसको आप मतलब बेसिकली है तो एसआरपी का भी केस, बट इट इज आल्सो लार्ज, दैट इज व्हाई इट इज आल्सो नॉट गेटिंग ऑक्सीडाइज्ड। सो एट एनोड व्हाट विल हैपन? H2O will give you ऑक्सीजन गैस, ऑक्सीजन H2O में, ठीक है, प्लस यू विल गेट 4 H प्लस आयंस, प्लस यू विल गेट 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, और यहाँ पे आपको चाहिए रहेगा 2 H2O। सो दिस रिएक्शन हैपेंस। बेसिकली प्रोडक्ट्स क्या हो गए? कॉपर एट कैथोड and O2 at anode. All of it and yes or no, please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
लास्ट लिख लीजिए, आपको CSO4 विथ कॉपर इलेक्ट्रोड।
Sir, can you scroll?
अरे लिख के फिर स्क्रॉल अप, ऐसे कैसे चलेगा?
Yes, yes.
ठीक है, आपको CSO4 विथ कॉपर इलेक्ट्रोड। नाउ सिंस वी आर यूजिंग कॉपर हियर, कॉपर इज एन एक्टिव मेटल ना, कॉपर क्या कर सकता है? रिएक्शन में टेक पार्ट कर सकता है, राइट? सो प्लीज यू विल राइट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल as Cu is not inert, not inert electron, it will participate in reaction. So here we have copper electrode, here also we have copper electrode, and here we'll be putting battery positive, negative, positive, negative. कितना काफी है ना, 2 सेल काफी है। This is the positive end, this is the negative end, है ना? ये कौन सा पार्ट होता है? एनोड होता है, कैथोड होता है? बताइए, इज दिस एनोड और कैथोड?
Cathode.
कैथोड। वेरी गुड। व्हाई कैथोड? बिकॉज इट इज नेगेटिव और कैटायंस कैथोड। ये क्या है आपके पास? दिस इज एनोड, ठीक है, दिस इज एनोड। एनोड में क्या होता है? एनोड में आपके पास क्या होना चाहिए? एनोड में होता है ऑक्सीडेशन, ठीक है। एनोड में क्या होता है? ऑक्सीडेशन। तो कॉपर जो यहाँ पे है, कॉपर इज गोइंग टू गिव यू कॉपर 2 प्लस टुवर्ड्स द सॉल्यूशन। तो कॉपर से कॉपर 2 प्लस क्या हो गया? ऑक्सीडेशन हो गया। सो एट एनोड व्हाट हैपेंस? इज राइट, एट एनोड copper solid gives you copper 2 plus 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन, और ये कॉपर 2 प्लस, यही कॉपर 2 प्लस किसके पास जाएगा? कैथोड के पास जाएगा, and will get converted to copper solid at cathode. Copper 2 plus 2 electron gives you copper solid. तो बेसिकली आप ये देख रहे हैं एनोड वाला कॉपर कहाँ जा रहा है, कैथोड वाले कॉपर में जा रहा है. Yes or no, please tell me. Can all of you see that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. अब दूसरी चीज एक बात बताइए, सुन लीजिए इसको यहाँ पे. Let us suppose in anode we have copper, but this copper is what? It is impure copper. इसमें कुछ impurities हैं. ठीक है. Now from the copper electrode we have some impurities. मान लीजिए उसमें आयरन लगा हुआ है. ठीक है. मान लीजिए उसमें आयरन है, उसमें कुछ और चीजें भी, लेकिन सोल्यूशन में तो सिर्फ copper 2 plus आएगा. Right? Yes or no, please tell me. सही है. In this solution we will only get
Yes, sir.
copper 2 plus, and that copper 2 plus will be reduced and it will
Sir,
get
this
converted.
copper 2 plus is from anode.
Yeah, it is from anode. ठीक है. And anode में what we have done, we have put impure copper. Impure copper का क्या हो रहा है, प्यूरिफिकेशन हो जा रहा है ना. Impure copper क्या बन रहा है, पहले impure copper से pure copper का आयन बन रहा है, and that pure copper ion is getting converted to copper. So here we will put impure copper and here we put pure copper. Cathode में क्या put करते हैं, pure copper, when we do this electrolysis, and where it is used, it is used for the purification of copper. ठीक है. So here we can put impure copper and here we will put pure copper. ठीक है, for purification purpose.